Hello, hello, my lovely shining stars. How are we doing? Hopefully, everybody's doing really well. I figured we would do a quick video with our gem box. Get a little better focus here. Yeah. Ooh, maybe that's too close. Alright, so for the gem box. You guys can hear me. I'm using different mics to see if this works better for coloring. I've got one a little closer to my hand and one on my shirt so you can hear me, and we will see how it works out. We have some gems already picked out, but we can look through our box as well. If you'd like, I have some of these, where are these garnet or emerald cut, excuse me, emerald cut garnet colored out, some um, little green circles, some teardrop orange. I think I pulled out some of the purple diamonds, red circles, blue circles, and let's color for a second and see how this turns out sound wise. So as you can see, I did some stars, a couple blue squares, and then over here we've got some already out and flipped. Maybe we'll do some of the emerald cuts right here. Got our Elmer's glue. Elmer's glue. And let's see. Let's flip a couple of these guys over. Might be helpful to start with something I've got flipped over. Can add the glue. Kind of sticks on there. And then add it to the picture if it doesn't get stuck to me. Honestly, I have no idea how this video is going to turn out. I'm kind of making a mess of it right now. Maybe it'll turn out fine. Maybe you guys will never see it. I don't know. I guess we'll have to find out. Now, by now, there's probably no glue left on that. We'll be lucky if that one stays. Okay, but it's there. It's gonna stay? Yeah. Looks okay for now. I really want to get a couple of these in there. I should have kept them flipped onto the opposite side. It would have been easier to get them glued down if they're upside down. That way we can glue, 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 glue. Glue. I really do want to get one of those little, I don't know what it's called. Like I said, I think I mentioned this in another video, but I watched a girl like bedazzle her whole car. Well, I didn't watch her do it, but she watched part of a short where she had been bedazzling her entire car panel by panel, and she had this little cool little thing that you could just kind of, you pressed it on each little gem, it picked it up, put the glue on it, and you're able to lay it down like really, really easily. What I'm doing here is not nearly as easy, picking them up one by one, and kind of placement is kind of poor. Okay, this other emerald shape here, maybe? On that guy. We'll try that. Stay. Stay. Oh my gosh, too much glue. Oh well, it'll dry clear. God bless Elmer's clear glue. Okay, what else did I put glue on? Oh my gosh, another one of these. Okay. Oh, good job, Michelle. Good job. Let's put it here. These ones are too big. I thought they'd be good for these like more emerald shaped ones, but they're a bit too big, but that's okay. As long as they stay in place long enough to stay where I put them, they should be fine. Move it along to a different shape. Maybe we'll do another circle. Should I get this one out of it? Aha! That's better. Hopefully this one goes down easier. Oh, this one's already starting to move. Alright, find me a circle. Oh, and you gotta go back in your spot. Go back in your spot where we put you before. Well, I hope everybody is enjoying our reading corner so far. I'm so sorry about last night. The night did just like completely get away from me. And by the time I put that message out to you guys, I was completely exhausted. And even though reading relaxes me, it was like one of those nights where I thought, okay, I might not be able to stay awake to do it. And who wants to fall asleep in the middle of reading a book on there? And I know it's not like I do it live or anything, but man, it would have been too hard last night. So I'm so sorry. Hopefully we won't have that much here. I'm usually pretty good about staying on track with you guys on the days where I am able to film, which are normally always Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. I try to do Wednesday and Thursday as well. Friday is usually a day where I can never do it. Same with Saturday, but the past few weeks I've been getting like a second wind later on at night. Since I don't have to, my place of work is closed on Sundays, which is very nice. So I have been able to, if I catch a second wind on Saturday, then I end up just doing a chapter because I really do enjoy it. And this book, I in particular forgot how much I enjoyed it, and I hope I'm not disappointing you guys when it comes to like every once in a while one of the characters, I think it's Mrs. Who, speaks different languages, and I do my best to um, read what's written and not offend anybody who may be watching who knows those languages properly. Just I think yesterday or the day before it was French, Latin, and possibly I could be wrong about German, French, Latin, and German. She's spoken a couple different languages, and I struggled through it. But hopefully you guys give me some grace on that, because that's not like the easiest thing to do off the cuff. And again, I just don't. I guess I could read the chapter before I read it to you guys. I have read this book before. It's been a while. But I don't. I like doing it fresh. I like doing it fresh with you guys so that we're reading it at the same time. Like I said, it kind of gives the illusion that I like it to have where, you know, I'm reading you to sleep. I have read countless children, brothers, sisters, children, grandchildren, um, nieces, nephews. I've read countless children to sleep, and I would just pick up whatever book they wanted me to read or whatever book I felt like reading that night and just start to read. And sometimes I would stumble over words, even if they're words that I know. Sometimes, especially if you're tired and just trying to get through a story. This is rough. I'm not having a good time with this glue and these gems right now. Maybe it's time to stop gem placement and start coloring. So let's see. Let's try and get that guy where it belongs. Okay. This will look really cool if I can get these to place where I want them. And let's see, are these ones down pretty good? That one is like way too, there's so much glue. Let me see if I can like, oh no. Let me see if I can grab some of it with my nails. These nails are already kind of destroyed and they were so cute. My darling husband got me these nails as well, but I have just job between like cooking dinner and cleaning a little bit today. I've jacked them up. A couple have already fallen off a couple times. Let's see, what else can we do? Gem-wise, I really wanted to find some place to put these circles. But maybe that's enough gems for tonight. We did a few. Let's see better. See the glue all over my hands. Oh my god, it's gross. It's just glue all over my hands. Luckily, Elmo's glue comes off pretty easy, but my god, look at all that glue. Okay. Got gems stuck to me. Color pencils. 24 Crayola colored pencils. Let's do a little blue and turquoise somewhere. And hopefully this all sounds good for you guys. I'm not really sure, again, what these mics are going to do. I thought the one maybe attached to my wrist might give better frequency for like the coloring. Maybe it would like pick it up easier. Or can you even, oh, now all I can hear is my washing machine, which is apparently off kilter. Lovely. Whenever I throw in towels, as I'm sure a lot of you guys know out there, I have a smaller washing machine and it just flies right off balance as soon as there's anything more than a couple t-shirts in it. It's a much smaller machine than the one we used to have. Personally, if I have a day off, I like to, if I have a day off and my laundry's gotten too out of control, or say we have a couple bigger blankets, say it's comforter week, it's time to change the comforters and the sheets, I like to go to the laundromat. And it can be expensive, but there is nothing like getting 8 to 10 loads of laundry done in one go. Like at one of those big machines, that is so, it's like a relief. You walk out of there, I fold all my stuff while I'm in there. That way I get home, everybody gets a stack of laundry in their room, fill up the linen closet, and boom, done. So I haven't been able to do that in a while. Hopefully I'll be able to do that soon because it would really help clean out I feel like we have so much laundry right now. I don't know. Sometimes it just be like that. You guys know, I'm sure you guys understand. Let's do some of these little waves down here with the teal. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying Wrinkle in Time so far. Charles Wallace is my favorite. He was always my favorite. But again, Meg's character arc is like sick, dude. Like she's one person in the beginning of the book, and by the end of the book, she has come leaps and bounds. It feels like from where she was, and has figured herself out a little bit more, maybe through their adventures. And they do have adventures. So, and I think the first time I read it, I was a little kind of off put by the guy joining them, and it's like, oh, who's this guy? I thought it was just going to be, the family involved. And he is a lovely addition to the cast of characters. Just another person in that area who has these high IQs and um, abilities to tap into people's minds, which I love stories like this. I think they're amazing. I am one of those people who believes that there are absolutely people out there like I see no reason to believe that there's not. Um, I think certain parts of the world have more of those people, depending on the geographical locations. I think that has something to do with it. I don't think um, any of it is an accident. And I think that they're intentionally kept out of the spotlight for the most part, or they're right in the spotlight and we just don't know that. But yeah, I hate the word conspiracy theorist because I don't really see it that way. I just see it, I'm open to all the possibilities. And the crazier the theory, the more I would like to look into it, just because some things are just, people want attention and they get it, and it is what it is. But other things are based in kernels of truth, exaggerated maybe to make you believe that they're not as likely to be true. Movies make a lot of things out to be fantastical so that we think they only happen in movies. At least that's my belief. My father, rest in peace, Ron Leno, was very much like that. And he used to say a lot of different things about stuff like that when I was a kid, especially to me. We had a close relationship, and my father did die when I was young. I was 23, so I was an adult, but I had an 8-year-old sister and 15-year-old sister at the time who were very young and come from a family of 6, and it was hard to lose our father that young, but he was always very critical, to say the least, of the people who run the world. Again, I'm one of those people that believes if you can see their face and you know their name, they're probably not running anything. Their strings are being pulled. I'm sorry to get onto this topic with you guys. I hope nobody's offended by it. It's just my personal feelings about a lot of these things. Nothing in particular, just in a general sense how I view the world. I'm very, very open to things being not as they seem or not as the, the or things not being the narrative we're given by mainstream media, government. I mean, there's no reason for any of us to really trust any of that anymore. You can, honestly, if it upsets you, too much to like go down those rabbit holes. I encourage you not to. I don't think that anybody is, you all you are required to do, or all that I think how try to teach my son that is he is required to do is to make his little corner of the world better, because that's we all any of us can do. I know I've said that on this channel before, but like if you can make your little corner of the world better, that's, starting with yourself. Make sure you're in order, and then your house and your family and your spouse. And then if you have the ability to, work out to your neighbors, your community, your friends, your extended family. Try to make those corners happy and good, and, places people want to be around. And try to be a person people want to be around. Do your best to be um, hopeful for the future. I know there's a lot that makes us nervous, but at the same time, if we focus on the things that really matter, which again are the people that are directly surrounding us, make sure those people are good and happy, then if you do that, there's more good, happy people in the world that can do the same for other people. They can make sure other people are happy in their lives, and it just kind of spreads outward naturally. And I think that's such a wonderful thing to try to do. And we can't always do that. We can't always be, you know, everybody has their moments, I guess is the best way to say that. But it's true. Everybody has their moments. All right. Now I'm just kind of rambling to no specific point. Just kind of talking at you guys while we color. No idea if this is relaxing when I watch it back. Oh, my poor little story knocked out of place. Oh, that's why I should have just done the moon like I was going to. It's okay. It's okay. We'll get that star glued back down at least. I actually, while I was folding laundry today, I came across, it was like towards the end of it, but I have not seen it, I swear, since I was in high school, because it came out then. Scream, the original Scream, with Matthew Lillard and Nev Campbell and Rose McGowan and who else is in there? David Arquette, Courtney Cox. The original Scream. I watched like the very end of that while I was folding laundry, and I have to say, it didn't disappoint. I forgot how much I enjoyed that movie, and just to like let you, I'm a huge baby. I do not watch scary movies, like almost as a steadfast rule. I'm not like I used to be like big on true crime. I cannot watch it anymore. I don't know what is happening. I just have like no tolerance for it. And but that movie Scream, it's more campy than it is scary. Like it's a very kind of silly take on a horror movie. And like, again, very, very campy. More campy than serious horror. And actually my son came down while I was watching it, and I was like, wait, look, look, look. I was so excited to show him because he is a teenager, and he's into a young teenager, but into Five Nights at Freddy's. And Matthew Lillard, if any of you guys have kids or just are into the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise, from gaming, from the books, however you get into it, just in the movies, you know that Matthew Lillard in the first movie plays William Afton, um, the father that kind of started it all, the one that wears the yellow costume. And in the first movie, he was the he worked at a temp agency, and he was the guy that got the main character his job doing security at Five Nights at Freddy's. And I remember seeing him in that movie and being like, oh my god, it's Matthew Lillard. And so I was trying to show my son, like, look, there he is. And he's like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? And he recognized what I was talking about. I think he initially, I think he thought I was pointing at Skeet Ulrich, and I was like, no, definitely not him. That's not, no. So it's the guy, remember, who played Shaggy in Scooby-Doo, which is, I mean, I know he was in it, but that is not, Matthew Lillard to me is Stu from Scream. And, oh my gosh, there was a couple other, he was in SLC Punk. I don't know how many people saw SLC Punk, but he was in that movie, which that was a while ago as well. The early 2000s, late 90s. It's gotta be early 2000s, right? SLC Punk? I think so. But he was in so many movies in the 90s. And I know he definitely was Shaggy in Scooby-Doo, but like, that was like after my time as a teenager, I think. Gosh, there was definitely a couple other movies he was in that I really enjoyed, but well, I hope this has been relaxing. I hope it makes it to the channel. I have no idea if it will. We'll see how the sound comes out, and if it came out good, you'll see it. If it didn't, you'll never even know this happened. But we'll see, and then I will see you guys in Reading Corner very, very shortly, because it is about that time. Try and get it done a little earlier tonight, so again, hopefully you guys relaxed. Got some nice gem sounds, coloring sounds, gluing sounds. Got to see me make a mess of everything. Go clean my hands up, lotion, get my rings on, see if I can. Whew. Oh, don't look, don't look, don't look. Alright, guys, I will see you Reading Corner very soon. See you soon.